Hong Kong, home to 130,000 millionaires, is also home to more than 1.3 million people living in poverty. Poverty denies people access to resources and basic necessities, such as housing. Official figures reveal that there are more than 1,500 registered street sleepers in the year 2020 to 2021 in Hong Kong. However, it is agreed that the actual figure is much higher. A portion of the street sleepers are working homeless, in which they have jobs but their wage could only meet their immediate needs by the day, let alone renting a bed space. The issue of income inequality also prices lower income households out of housing markets. People experiencing homelessness also experience social inequality. They receive far fewer opportunities and rewards due to their status. Their political, economic, and social rights are stripped away. Without an official address, they are not able to participate in elections, to be legally employed, or to access welfare provided by the government. With rising unemployment rates, skyrocketing prices in the housing rental markets, and seemingly endless waiting queues for public housing, more and more people are on the verge of living on the streets.
An interview with a street sleeper was conducted in order to delve into their life in poverty and examine the situation of homelessness in Hong Kong. The interviewee requested to stay anonymous so her face will be pixelated and her voice will be altered.
你介唔介意分享一下你嘅經歷啊？其實我疫情之前都有份社會工嘅，勉強夠我租間劏房住下咯。但係疫情嗰陣俾人炒魷，又冇錢交租，咁起居飲食都支持唔到，咪瞓街咯。冇辦法啦，都死得早，身邊又冇人老法，咁亦幫翻去同阿仔唔辛苦住啦。不如佢哋又嫌我阻住晒喎，磨手攆腳，唔使照顧我。好抱歉聽到你有咁嘅經歷啊！我哋都好明白呢一種生活一定係好艱難嘅。咁你對將來有冇啲乜嘢計劃啊？仲可有咩計劃啊？要目標咯，都冇自知證明，又冇人肯請我。我明嘅，自己已經同個社會脫晒節㗎啦。係學校政府都冇諗過我哋呢班邊緣人士，邊不支援我哋啊？我都好理解你嘅情況嘅。咁你有冇聽過咩叫露宿者之家啊？即係有啲機構會提供免費地方俾你住咁咧？未住過啦。佢哋會做瞓街就叫我住喺嗰度。咁你而家覺得你最需要嘅嘢係乜嘢啊？有冇話希望個政府或者其他服務機構可以做啲乜嘢去改善你而家嘅生活咧？我而家咁係最需要有屋住啦。我見過好多其他露宿者啊排咗成10幾20年都我都未排到。政府應該要起多啲公屋啊嘛，咁起碼我哋先有地方住㗎嘛。而家邊有錢租樓啫？仲可以改善下嘅，俾啲錢我哋咯，要睇睇佢哋生唔生先。但係其實我覺得最大嘅問題係冇公開咯，咁唔該政府幫我哋改善下啲政策，咁起碼唔使失業就可以自己賺。
We also carried out street interviews, in particular with citizens in middle class or above, in order to collect information regarding two main parts: their viewpoints on street sleepers and their feedbacks on the actions taken by the government and the NGOs. We have obtained consent from the citizens before doing a voice recording. After that, we transcribed the audio tape information into text format for the selection of relevant ideas. Here are the two main questions we asked during the street interview. The answers provided by the citizens are also shown here. After compiling different viewpoints from the participants, we can conclude that the majority of citizens understand the difficulties faced by street sleepers and believe that some of them really need help. However, some citizens express dissatisfaction because they think that street sleepers negatively impact their lives, for example, being unhygienic and blocking the public areas. Citizens believe that although the government and the NGOs make attempts to address the issue of homelessness, there is still a lack of effective follow-up, and the prevailing attitude is more focused on going through the motions rather than taking concrete actions. So what can we do to support the homeless people in Hong Kong, and how can the government and the NGOs work hand in hand to improve the quality of life of street sleepers?
From the story shared by Ms. Lee, there are several things that different stakeholders can do to improve the homeless situation in Hong Kong. Firstly is the Hong Kong government. It is an issue that these homeless are unaware of transitional housing. Recent news reports have highlighted that the complex and overwhelming application procedure is very confusing. It is evident that the government should increase the accessibility and ease of application for transitional housing to the homeless. Currently, applicants are burdened with intricate procedures, including numerous verification steps, submission of supporting documents, and the provision of proof regarding identity, relationship, economic status, and more. Consequently, numerous applicants found themselves puzzled with question and uncertainty regarding the registration process. They are left wondering where to obtain the necessary forms and whether the information provided would be qualified and accepted by the government. Therefore, it is of utmost importance that the government take proactive measures to enhance the application procedure and streamline its accessibility, to increase the number of applicants and to ensure that their resources are put into good use. Other than the government, who else could help these people?
Secondly, NGOs are vital in providing job training and essential services to address homelessness, enabling individuals to regain self-sufficiency and afford basic necessities and housing. Unemployment and unaffordable housing contribute significantly to street sleeping, particularly among the 50 to 69 age group with limited education and skills. Employment challenges arise due to age, physical limitations, fierce job market competitions, and the lack of a permanent address. Job training and interpersonal skills developments are crucial for homeless individuals to adapt and integrate into society. NGOs like the Impact HK provide stable employment, housing allowances, training, and career counseling to empower the street sleepers and alleviate chronic homelessness. NGOs can also collaborate with governments and local companies to offer comprehensive support. Better My Fist in the US is a successful example that can be seen as a reference, partnering with businesses and organizations to provide career training, fitness programs, and mentorships, resulting in 7,500 homeless individuals securing jobs and homes. NGOs like the Rose Big Sleeps Out also address social inequality through events, raising awareness and funds for homelessness and promoting social integrations, while providing participants with a glimpse into the hardships faced by the street sleepers for an overnight outdoors experience. By empowering the homeless through job training, skill development, and support services, and addressing social inequality through initiatives and events, we can alleviate chronic homelessness and foster a more inclusive society.
Lastly, while NGOs can fill in the gaps in government service, they require additional resources from individuals, such as donations and fundraising efforts to sustain their operations. This brings us to the last point, how individuals can provide support for the homeless in Hong Kong. To begin, we can volunteer at local NGOs. NGOs can quickly respond to emerging needs and thus provide immediate assistance. This includes organizations such as Food Angel, which collects surplus food from manufacturers or distributors and redistributes it to those in need in society. Impact Hong Kong also aims to provide support for the homeless and help them rediscover their purpose in society. Individuals may donate money or items, such as clothing and blankets, to these programs. Moreover, individuals with professional skills, such as employment support and financial counseling skills, may also join job training and interpersonal skills development for the homeless, led by the NGOs. By coming together as a community, we can support NGOs to make a difference in the future. Secondly, as mentioned in the interview, a negative stigma revolves around the homeless. These discriminatory attitudes contribute to the perpetuation of social inequality in society and affects efforts to reduce homelessness. Small acts of kindness can make a significant difference in one's life and foster a more loving environment for the homeless. More importantly, we have to educate ourselves and others about the root causes and complexities of homelessness to foster an understanding of the prevalence of social inequality and ways to prevent it as an individual, such as supporting local NGOs as mentioned above. We can also raise awareness about homelessness and its challenges through social media platforms, including educative and informative posts to disseminate accurate information about homelessness, which may also encourage emulation from others.
Homelessness may often be undermined as the number of street sleepers is not significantly high when compared to the population of Hong Kong. However, it unveils the two major issues, poverty and inequality. Addressing the needs of the homelessness in Hong Kong could be a good way to push-start the journey of improving the overall quality of life of Hong Kong citizens. Some possible solutions mentioned are enhancing the application procedure to transitional housings, providing more job training and counseling services, strengthening the collaboration between NGOs and organizations, encouraging individuals to join or donate to NGOs, and lastly, raise awareness through social media.